Welcome back to Kathy Houchins Stories. I'm Kathy Houchins, and I apologize for not being present as I've had some derma work done on my face and chose not to expose it to the camera today. Therefore, I put together this little presentation with some background scenery for you to enjoy while listening. If you've been following the Sisterhood series, you know we've explored each sister's individual story: Bella's shattered trust, Eleanor's test of respect, Luna's challenged loyalty, and Evie's burden of honesty. Today's discussion is different. Today we're going meta. We're talking about the pillars addressed in each sister's story. Why? I structured the entire series around those 4 specific qualities and how understanding the pillar system will give you a whole new appreciation for the series. If you're new here, don't worry, this episode stands on its own, though I'll reference moments from the books, and if you're a dedicated fan who's already read all 5 books, this will give you insights into the intentional design of the world you love. Now let's dive in. Why these 4 women? Why these 4 qualities? And why do I call them pillars? Since launching the Sisterhood Chronicles on this channel, the most common question I get is about the pillar system. People want to know, how did I decide that Bella embodies trust, Eleanor represents respect, Luna stands for loyalty, and Evie personifies honesty? Well, today I'm pulling back the curtain to show you the thought process, the symbolism, and the deeper meaning behind the 4 pillars that hold up everything enhanced by you. Part 1. Why pillars? The architectural metaphor. Okay, so let's talk about why I call them pillars instead of just traits or characteristics. A pillar isn't decorative. A pillar is structural. In architecture, pillars literally hold buildings up. Remove one architectural pillar and literally everything will become very unstable. That's exactly how the sisterhood works. These 4 women, Bella, Eleanor, Luna, and Evie, they're not just friends who happen to be close. They're foundational to each other's existence. Each one holds up the others. Each one provides something essential that the group cannot survive without. So next, let's look at the balance of the 4. Why 4 pillars and not 3 or 5? 4 creates a perfect balance. Think about it. A table with 4 legs is stable. A building with 4 corner supports is solid. 4 cardinal directions give us orientation in the world: north, south, east, west. And 4 seasons complete the cycle of a year. 4 is the number of foundation, of completion, of stability. And in Hamp's Bayou, where ancient forces threaten the town and supernatural abilities are awakening, these women need that kind of unshakable foundation. But here's what makes it interesting. Each pillar can be tested, can crack, can even crumble temporarily. That's what each book explores. What happens when one pillar weakens? How do the others compensate? And what does it take to rebuild? Okay, we're at part 2, the 4 pillars. The first pillar, Bella, she's the pillar of trust, foundation. Trust is always going to be the first pillar because trust is where all relationships begin. When I was creating Bella, I asked myself, what quality must come first before anything else can be built? The answer was trust. You can't have respect without first trusting someone enough to get to know them. You can't be loyal to someone you don't trust. You can't be honest with someone who hasn't earned your trust. Trust is the foundation pillar. Bella had to embody this completely. That's why I made her someone who radiates trust naturally. She believes in people. She gives them chances. She sees the best in them. Her trust isn't naive. It's a choice she makes consciously. But foundation pillars bear the most weight. And when Bella's trust gets shattered, by her husband David's betrayal, it threatens to crack the entire foundation of the sisterhood. That's why her story comes first. If the foundation pillar can't survive being tested and comes back stronger, then the entire structure can withstand anything. Eleanor, the pillar of respect, authority. Once you have trust established, the next thing healthy relationships need is mutual respect. Eleanor commands respect naturally. She's the bank's CEO. She overcame the good old boys network. She's the one person people go to for leadership. But here's what I wanted to show the most. Respect isn't about dominance or power. It's about recognizing someone's inherent worth and treating them accordingly. Eleanor gives respect freely to everyone, from the bank teller to the business owner to her 3 sisters, and in return, she commands it. Not demand it, commands it. There's a difference. Respect is the authority pillar. When Eleanor faces her tragedy with Blaine's death, her pillar is tested in a different way than Bella's was. Can she maintain her dignity and strength when her private world is falling apart? Can she accept help from others when she's used to being the strong one? Can she respect herself enough to grieve honestly? The authority pillar must remain standing even when personal devastation strikes. Eleanor shows us that respect, including self-respect, is what allows us to face unbearable circumstances with grace. Luna, the pillar of loyalty. Okay, that's connection. With trust established and respect in place, relationships deepen into loyalty. That fierce devotion that says, I'm with you no matter what. Now, Luna's the attorney, the fighter, the one who'll go to battle for the people she loves. Loyalty runs so deep in her that it's almost a compulsion. She cannot abandon the people who matter to her. But I wanted to explore what happens when loyalties conflict. What happens when you discover that someone you've been loyal to your entire life has betrayed everything you believe in? Loyalty is a connection, a pillar. Luna's story forces her to choose between family loyalty and friendship loyalty, between the past and the present, between blood ties and chosen bonds. When she uncovers her family's dark secrets involving Jack's family, her pillar cracks down the middle. The connection pillar shows us that loyalty isn't blind devotion. It's a conscious choice about who deserves your allegiance and why. Sometimes the most loyal thing you can do is stand against someone you love when they're wrong. Now Evie, she's the pillar of honesty, truth. And finally, we arrive at honesty, the pillar that brings everything into light. You can have trust, respect, and loyalty, but without honesty, you're building a foundation of lies. Eventually, it all crumbles. Evie sees things others can't. She has visions, dreams, premonitions that reveal hidden truths. She's a real estate agent who knows every secret the land holds, and her gift, or curse, compels her to speak the truth even when no one wants to hear it. Honesty is the truth pillar. This is the most dangerous pillar because truth can destroy as easily as it can save. Evie sees Blaine alive when everyone else sees him dead, or believes he's dead. She sees the ancient artifacts buried beneath Hamp's Bayou. She sees the darkness in Mr. Delgado before anyone else recognizes the threat. The truth pillar must stand firm, even when it's inconvenient, uncomfortable, or terrifying to speak. Evie teaches us that some truths must be shared, even at great personal cost. In Book 5, Unveiling the Truths, all of Evie's visions come together, and we understand why the truth pillar is the one that ultimately saves everyone. Okay, now, We're at part 3, how the pillars work together. Okay, the synergy of 4. Here's what makes the pillar system so powerful. They're interdependent. Think about it. Trust without respect becomes dormant behavior. You trust everyone blindly without discernment. Respect without loyalty becomes transactional. You treat people well but bail when things get hard. Loyalty without honesty becomes enabling. You stand by people even when they're doing wrong. And then honesty without trust becomes cruelty. You speak harsh truths without caring about the impact. But when all 4 work together, that's when you get an unbreakable bond. Bella trusts her sisters. Eleanor respects their individual strengths. Luna stays loyal through every crisis. And Evie tells them the honest truth even when it hurts. And the cycle reinforces itself. Each pillar supports the other. Each pillar compensates when one another or another one weakens. Each pillar makes the others stronger. The sisterhood versus the enemy. And here's the ultimate test. Mr. Delgado, the antagonist who threatens Hamps Bayou in the final book, he tries to attack every pillar individually. He breaks Luna's trust through betrayal. He undermines Eleanor's respect through tragedy. He tests Luna's loyalty with family secrets, and he hides from Evie's honest visions through deception. But he fails because he doesn't understand that these 4 pillars are interconnected. Attacking one makes the others rally stronger. That's the power of sisterhood. Attacking one and then you're all in trouble. They rally together. That's the power. They're stronger together than any individual pillar could be by itself or standing alone. Well, now we're at part 4, what the pillars mean to you. The personal application. Let's look at it. Now here's why I'm so passionate about the pillar system. It's not just for my characters, it's for you. Think about your own life. Think about your closest relationships, your friends, your family, your partner, your chosen family. Do you have trust, the foundation that lets you be vulnerable? Respect, the mutual appreciation that honors each person's worth? Loyalty, the commitment that says, I won't abandon you in hard times? And honesty, the truth-telling that keeps everything authentic. If you have all 4, you have an unbreakable bond. If one is missing, you have a weakness that will eventually cause problems. The Sisterhood Chronicles isn't just a story about 4 mystical women in Mississippi. It's a blueprint for building relationships that can withstand anything life throws at them. That's why readers connect so deeply with these books. They see themselves in these struggles. They recognize the moments when their own pillars have been tested, and they find hope in watching the sisters rebuild what was broken. So that's the story behind the 4 pillars: trust, respect, loyalty, and honesty. 4 qualities that form a foundation of every meaningful relationship. 4 women who embody these qualities while learning they're not perfect at them. 4 books that test each pillar to its breaking point. And 1 final book that shows how all 4 pillars working together can defeat even the darkest evil. As you read or reread the Sisterhood Chronicles, pay attention to how the pillars might interact. Notice how when one sister struggles with her pillar, the others step in with theirs. Watch how the pillars evolve and how they strengthen each other. And maybe, just maybe, think about which pillar you might embody in your own life and which ones you might need to strengthen. Remember, all 5 books in the Sisterhood Chronicles are available now, including the complete hardcover collection. Visit Amazon.com or Kindle.com on the hardcover. For the bundle book is on Lulu.com. I'm Kathy Houchins, and until next time, remember,